infrastructure, therefore, your march we have already started. Telephones, we use the just strategy to give you all of you telephones. Telephones, yes. We use the strategy, policy strategy to get all of you get telephones. It was not the government to do the work. We just gave license to the private sector, and you have seen what they have done. They have given you all the telephones. All of you have phones in your pocket.
Telephone. Government may only issue to program Tonto, Maggie Pulley, no Kushope, Maggie Mediua, Chalmaka, Uganda, and UMPLB,
by the time NRM came into government, there were only 23,000 telephones in Uganda.
NRM came order to Pachaka Capoe, Kupira Boro Theatre, telephone to Peru
23,000. We are now talking of 28 million telephones. Just by policy. Just by policy, but also because of Kuch. Now when it comes to social infrastructure, we made from Karuma to Koboko was Yango.
Okay. So, Excellency, the watch by Yamudumo, I Karuma, which is Koboko, it's a point of Yama.
So, what you are talking about now, taking the branches to Godi, to Gura, is now the other one.
Yes,
Wato. We are not talking of Wato.
Yes. So, the Karuma is a board for education, the Koboko, it's a Wabeka Yama. Now, the Mabate, Gudu, Godi, Zubu,
now, so it will be done because after all, from here to go is only 16 kilometers. It's not far away.
Yes. Because the eye which is the goal, take kilometers apart.
So how can we do 300 kilometers? And we failed to do 16 kilometers. That's not it. Now, the mistake of some of our implementers is that they don't even maintain where the Maram road, when it is still Maram, they allow it to go bad, even when it is Maram.
Jurutishwa papa kwende matisho nikawa mimi kijime kila kitu kwa kudu mabero mimi karibu mara kaji yele kila kitu kwa mabero kara ebe male eka peko mawati.
Even the one of Parombo should be maintained as we wait for.
Kalau pun buat bunyi, kami mahu bilu itu ala. Umam belum dumi di sini, kita ke Malay. Marah ada kita Malay. Bukan pasti bunyi saja.
The one of Wadelai, the one of Wadelai.
Ayah, mu ayah pakwa sini Wadelai sah. Pakwa jalan berapa ni mahu binenya. Kita luka buat kita mabe. Ukur tahu mahu bikin jelam.
So we are going to solve those internal weaknesses, but the general strategy is clear. Do Yango and then you do Yato. Youth Yato. Wato.
Yes, sir.
So, and I'm very happy that I have already done the Yango for the whole country. I'm very happy.
I am not
I follow.
So, Your Excellency, what shall I
Koboko has got two parts. First of all, economic infrastructure. Infrastructure translated as foundation, as Musingi.
Yes.
So there is economic infrastructure. Which includes roads, electricity, telephones, piped water, the railway. That is all part of the economic infrastructure. But then there is also the social infrastructure. Like the schools and the health centers. So when it comes to Donglobo, with West Nile, we have struggled. We didn't have money initially, as you know. The country economy was down. But we were able to get the road tarmac from Karuma all the way to Koboko. In spite of not having enough money, especially at that time. Then electricity. You know the story of electricity. Now I'm glad that finally West Nile is linked to the national grid all the way to Koboko. What we are talking about in this sub-county, those are details. When you are slaughtering a cow, you first open the skin. In Yankore we call it a different word from slaughtering. We say ukwatera. When you just opening the skin from here, opening the skin. Ayana.
Yes.
Ayana. There are 8 secondary schools. How many of them are A-level?
All of them.
Yes. There are 8 A-level schools in Nebbi only, which is a small part of West Nile. I'm very happy. I say we are moving. Yes, there is work to do, but I know where we came from.
Yes, anyone who shall go, you know, Kakamaki, Rekawuni Kevin Nebbi. Senior secondary school, Mutu senior Busiel, Utiedo Magora, Ebedo Danyama.
Now, here I am talking of government secondary schools. I'm talking of government schools, private. I'm not talking about the private. I can see private schools, there are many here.
Yes.
18 in the rural areas of Nebbi, primary, 18 private primary schools.
Private schools. Yes. So in one school mutie mapaka mengo mutie private ma primary mutie para ora eno ipadiere nyo Nebbi District wako mwe municipality. Secondary school mutie apara mutie eno mapa private we government.
In the municipality there are 44 private primary schools.
In municipality muante manyano private primary schools,
and there are 6 private secondary schools in the municipality.
Private senior,
now that is for the Jalonyo, for the rich ones to take their children there.
Yes, school private.
So me, I will continue to consolidate the government schools, primary and secondary. No charges, not paying your school charges. Paying your school charges, school fees.
Oh, so she is good,
because we started this program of free education in 1996. But some people have refused to implement it. So, and we are peaceful, we don't always use force. So we have been talking, but no, people don't implement. I therefore decided to use tactics. Here I can see there are 89 government primary schools. I think there are 22 parishes without government schools, which we are now targeting. But we already have 89. Then government schools, secondary schools are 7. But in the file here, I see 89 government primary schools. I think in the rural, Nebbi and municipality, they are talking of 12 primary schools. I don't know whether they are different or they are double counting.
Yes, they are different, Your Excellency. In this district, you watch here, primary schools to take but you are watching municipality, watching primary schools apart.
Yes, so if they are different, then there are 7 government secondary schools and 1 government secondary school in the municipality.
Yes.
So altogether there are 8 government ones.
Secondary school, which are in this district, but the municipality watching for that share and the DSS.
So I'm a very happy man when I see something like this. Because in 1961, I was at Ntare Secondary School. And there were so many boys from West Nile. One I remember was called Javuru. He was ahead of me in the school system, but he was from West Nile. There were other boys like Matia. I think that one came from Rubala.
Yes.
Then there were others from Madi and so on. Why were they coming to Untare? Because there was not a single A-level school in the whole of northern Uganda, the whole of eastern Uganda, not a single one.
School moka shell mutie kusini ya Busiel ubedube in northern Uganda so West Nile kendengo iba right hapo amso kuwa kisheke kupe ilira ikulu yote pepe ngachiti parara.
So there were only 3 A-level schools in the whole of Uganda: Budo, Kisubi, Ntare for boys, and Namagunga, Nabingo, and I'm told, I can see here from the file that there are 16 sub-counties in Nebbi. One has a hospital, one has a health center 4, and 8 have health center 3s. So very good. So 10 have a health center. It's only 6 which don't have. So we are going to continue and make sure the 6 also get. So all this is now about Kuch and Donglobo. And this is where there is a trap for you leaders, all of you. This is where there is a trap. Because many leaders spend a lot of time talking about Donglobo. But some years ago, I tarmacked the road from Karuma all the way to Koboko. We are now doing it again because it had grown old. I think we are repairing it now. So your Maber was there. Donglobo was there. But would you go at night and sleep on the road? You would go and sleep on the road at night. You sleep on the or sleep in a health center unless you are sick. Or sleep in a school. All those are Donglobo. But you go back to your own pacho,
relevant share kapakon wala ko wodi wulwen kila tanga da ko na ko la kare
And you go, citizens, I really appeal to you, the issue of wealth, lonyo. Because if you just don't tarmac roads and so on, yes, we tarmac this road like 20 years ago, but it's, when I'm coming here, I see there is still chan around. Because if the road was the main problem, then all the people near the tarmac road would be rich now. Actually, that's why I had to divert some money to PDM, because I could see even if you do the Dongolobo, if you don't handle the PDM, you are really not moving the country. So when I was coming here, I was looking through the plane, and I was seeing the pool. You are doing some maize, small patches, some cassava, which is good for food. But yes. So I want to remind you of our manifesto of 1996, of the four acres model. And like Kerumundo, I have also done my 4 acres. Let me show you my 4 acres. 20 meters by 50, I am able to get 100 million shillings a year. So this is, and you people near the River Nile, in the coming government, I want to really have a big project of fish farming near the, not in the river, but near the river. Fish ponds. All these youth who don't have work, you should arrange and we make fish ponds for them. And they get out of poverty, because fish has got huge demand internationally. I'm very happy that we have started with the PDM. We are putting 100 million each parish each year.
Program PDM wabe mingi shilingi milioni dakashel kuba parish shell kuba oru.
We are going to add another 15 million for the leaders, the local leaders, to have their own money where to borrow from. So it will be 115 million per parish. In 5 years, the new money will be 575 million. But in the 3rd year, the ones who got first will pay back. pay back to the circle, not to the government. The government will never take that money away from you. And you get 1 million after 2 years, you pay 1,125,000. So therefore, you people, involve yourselves in this program, home per home. According to the file here, 20,000 households have already been given. But all the homesteads in Nebbi are 20,000. So we have covered like 1/3. And if it becomes necessary, we can even add more money in because for them, the 1 million is not enough. They need more. We shall also start another fund for university leavers. Somebody has left university, he has not got a job for 2 years. We shall create a fund for that group. We should put that money per zone, like West Nile will have their own fund and so on.
Yes, so West Nile,
I have already implemented my circles for the graduates of the skilling hubs. That one is already deployed. Per district. I also want to start circles for the church and Islamic leaders. Diocese by diocese. That money is not for the ordinary Christians. It's not for we the ordinary Christians. That circle is not for we the ordinary, it is for the church leaders, the reverends, the sheikhs. Because we the ordinary Christians must be together in the parish. We cannot have a circle for Catholics, a circle for Protestants, a circle for the Seventh Day. No, that is the parish for we the ordinary Christians and Muslims.
Yes.
But for the leaders, the reverends, they can have their own small thing. The sheikhs, their own small thing.
Yes, I watch here. One parish development model. Because it's a Christ, so Islam, Dini, Sheikh, it's a one share. But to my day, we have because Gitiego, Jutela Matuntum, Iruam Padini Migisha, Islam and people Sako Pajutela Migi, Protestant Sako Pajutela Migi, Catholic Sako Pajutela Migi, then the Pentecostals, the Kumenian.
So, even for the cultural leaders,
Jutela Wami, Pacho, Mikalsha, the Jewish meeting in the Sako.
Because with the word of creation, it's not like football.
Kawabe, Gierole,
where you have got players and spectators. Everybody must be a player. Therefore, for today, I just wanted to emphasize those 3 points. Kuch, Donglobo, and Loe I'll speak on points a day. A chair, a rio, a day.
1, 2, 3.
A chair is coach. The one reason you should vote, as Mama was saying, and as the Archbishop was saying, one reason you should vote for the NRM is coach. And Hamson Obo also spoke about it.
Even Vice Chairperson Moa, Hamson Obo
and the reason there's coach in Uganda now is because, first of all, of our ideology. We don't believe in sectarianism of religion, of tribes, or looking down upon women. We give value to everybody, including the children, the young children. That's how, therefore, we have been able to build a political party which is national, which has got support everywhere and by all religious groups. In the past, you had parties for a party for Catholics, a party for Protestants, a party for Baganda. That's what was the problem at independence. And that's why no party could get majority. In 1962 elections, no party could get 50% of the vote. Because if you say for religion, you will not get a group which is 40%, even 40%. If you say tribe, you can't even get a group which is 20%. Therefore, sectarianism of religion or tribes is suicide for the country. Our ideology of unity, of patriotism, love Uganda, and Pan-Africanism, love Africa, enabled us to unite the politics of Uganda. But also, it enabled us to create institutions like the army, which could guard the country. An army comprised of all people of Uganda, not just of this tribe, that tribe, that tribe, because that was part of the problem in the past. I remember there were soldiers, even the ones from Nebbi here. who were killed during the Amin's time because of tribes, like Brigadier.
Isawa maisha kaya matumtune kubi kaji ipamwe bikakeni jungune kubi bidi nyoke kisuru di oro maisha jungune kaya mama.
Like Brigadier Hussein. I don't think there was even a young officer who made the coup with a name. I've forgotten his name. He was very prominent in the first days of Amin, and then he was killed. So, because of the ideology of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, we have been able to create unity, which has enabled us to create national political party and also national institutions, the army, the police, the judiciary, and so on, civil service.
Yes. So, that out of the 8 presidential candidates, there is no candidate who is more dependable, who is more reliable, who has kept Uganda a peaceful country, who has made history as the first sitting president to introduce wealth creation initiatives, who has made history not only to introduce wealth creation, but to walk his talk, to practice what he preaches, and to continue preaching the message of the 4-acre model and the 7 enterprises that will deliver each household into the money economy. It is only President Yoweri Museveni. When we talk about peace in West Nile, when we talk about peace in Nebbi, when we talk about peace in northern Uganda, when we talk about peace in Uganda, it is only General Yoweri Museveni we can proudly call the pacifier of Nebbi, the pacifier of West Nile, the pacifier of peace in northern Uganda. He is indeed the guarantor of the peace we are enjoying in Nebbi, in West Nile, in northern Uganda, in Uganda and beyond. Very, very finally, President Yoweri Museveni, under his leadership, has been able to deliver development. Just imagine, Nebbi was one district. President Museveni accepted for Nebbi to give birth to twins. That is Zombo District and Pakwach District, among other development. In the 2026 general elections, the people of Nebbi, do not waste your vote. Kindly vote for President Yoweri Museveni, Pikuch, Pidongolobo, Pi Lonyo Ipachu Achel. Oba Guoku, for you would have taken.
And are in full support of your candidature, as evidenced by the high turnout that you can witness. Your Excellency, we are grateful. We thank you for the security and peace that you have ushered and our people have enjoyed for the last 39 years. The peace and security has not only granted our safety, but has translated into socio-economic gains that we need to jealously guard. As the campaign theme goes, protecting the gains, indeed it's worthwhile as Ugandan to protect the numerous gains brought by the NRM government. To ensure a healthy and productive community, the district boasts of 26 health facilities across the entire district that has improved on the quality and drone services closer to the people. To enhance population dividends, over 300 youth have been trained under the West Nile Presidential Skilling Hub in Zombo District, and their 2 circles have each received 50 million. Of the 16 lower local government, Nebbi now boasts of 9 government-aided secondary schools with the construction of Atego seats that is functional. 3 more seed secondary schools are under construction at Mamba, Ndeu, and Abindo. Your Excellency, we are grateful to the government for road units and the maintenance grant of 1 billion shillings, which has been given to district and the municipality. The first time West Nile and Nebbi in particular boast of 132 kVA. This connection currently, the local economy has boosted the local economy. In improving the livelihood of the communities with support from the PDM, the district under the parish development model has received 18.6 billion and disbursed 17.6 billion to 60 circles. Under Emioga, they have received 1.3 billion with savings mobilized. They have so far given 1.4 billion to people. We have received ambulance for improved services, health services, fencing of health centers in the district has been done. We have got a high circuit to Nebbi to draw closer to the people of Greater Nebbi. Your Excellency, we are also grateful for appointment of our sons and daughters to big position in government. That is manifestation of your love and desire for us to also have opportunity to the national cake. We, however, still feel that the ones considered are still few, and we pray for more to be considered. Your Excellency, all these gains I highlighted among others require to be protected, and we cannot entrust it to other people that have never been gauged. To vote you back into power, since you are the only one that has demonstrated the capacity to lead this nation. Your Excellency, consider your victory done come 2026 general election, and we pray that you consider the following. Park at Umvoro in Nyaravura Ngal Town Council. 3. Elevation of Nebbi General Hospital to Regional Referral Hospital for the sub-region of Greater Nebbi, as the facility currently serves Nebbi and the neighboring district of Pakwach, Zombo, Madiokolo, Bulisa, and the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. Construction of modern market in Nebbi Municipal, expand power connectivity to the sub-county, as currently only 4 out of 16 lower local governments are connected to the grid. Your Excellency, as I conclude, I would like to remind you as the issue of the war claimant in Nebbi District and the consideration for support of the family of late Patrick Aloysius Kumringa. The pledge for support to Charles Moses Owachgiu and NRM mobilizer with your portrait has remained unfulfilled. Last but not least, I extend my appreciation to the district leadership, the office of the resident district commissioner, and the entire security fraternity, and the district NRM party executive that without their support and teamwork, we would have not achieved peace.